Hey guys, welcome back to the Blue Tiger Poker 10K Challenge. Getting on here in the afternoons, about 3 o'clock. Tables are slim. Bravada's traffic seems like it's been down for quite some time. We got player one up here. Out of the little bit we've watched before we ever got to post, he's been kind of crazy, calling with anything. So, we're just going to kind of, because he's been re-raising people and things of that nature. So if he makes a bet here, we'll probably call. But thing is, we don't want to go too nuts on him because he's been committing with second, third pair. So we're pretty much going to be betting value against him a lot and playing more of a premium hand and trying to take advantage of our positioning, which we're not in the best seat, and unfortunately we cannot just get up and try to move to another seat at the table. It kind of locks us out, so we're kind of stuck here, but I think we can still play him profitably from where we sit. So, and over here, this table we just jumped on, like I said, there wasn't really two tables at the dollar, and I tried playing earlier today, and nothing really came of that either, so we're just going to play everybody over on this table, and this is the way the other downside is everybody's setting short stacked. So our game is a little bit different when that happens. They are playing a lot more hands, but so we'll just have to be more cautious because we're in a, if we raise and this guy with 20, we raise at 3 and he calls, and then we get a continuation bet. We're pretty much almost committing our hand against him, so we got to be a little bit selective on that. But the player one up here is pretty much our main target, so any type of decent hand, and this guy is tilting because he actually stacked him a while ago, so we're going to be playing any hand we can get in with him. We're going to be playing too, so I don't think us betting here with this pot being this. If it was 2-way, 3-way, then but it's 4-way. I think we're just going to check, see if we pick up a diamond, or we spike the 2, which we did not. So fortunately, we'll have to give up if we're bet into this time. And this guy, it's before he had pocket nines on something. I think it was a 7-high board, and then this guy called off with a king queen offsuit. So that's where he picked up most of his, and then he's picked up from the guy that was here, who's now not here. This is a new guy. So again, this was just a bad board for us to do this on in the first place. We were just inviting that. Killed it. So we wasn't going to go anywhere on the flop. So this guy had 2 pair. He wasn't giving up. Of course, he could have with the hearts being there. The other guy was pushing his flush. You might be able to lay that down if you don't want to risk it. You're playing more of a tight game, but if I wouldn't be giving up in that hand with his hand either. So the only other hand he's kind of worried about is a set, or the guy has ace queen. So I definitely would be playing that hand also the same way he did. Over here, looser open, but we have the tighter of the stacks over here, and this guy's called off a lot. So I think we should be able to c-bet this enough to pick it up. If not, we probably will double barrel, especially with the ace that just came out. It's a great double barrel card, and if he has an ace, he has an ace. So, but that's a good card for him to give up on. So he min raises us, so it pretty much tells us he's got the king at that point. These guys are that terrible to where they're not going to get the full value out of their hand, and then min raising like that pretty much guarantees us that he actually had a king. So So the good thing is our last hand played out the way it did, and we can raise our premium hands a lot bigger, and we're probably still going to get called by a lot of these people. So we're going to check over here. Again, we have a weak kicker. We're just kind of going for showdown. So last time, he did this. We're hoping it's not the best card in the world. Oh. So if he was drawing a hit, and like last time he slow played, so I think we're just going to check. That's just an unfortunate card there. That's 2 pair beats us, the 10 beats us. So if he bets small, we're going to call here, but this bet for him and this pot means he has it. So I only had 2s. So I stand corrected, people. So he is worse off than I was. But for the odds he gave us there, we were not going to go away in that pot. So again, we're getting called bigger bets, so why not make them bigger? And over here, we're just giving up. So, and there he's made the move against us, so we're just going to put him all in. And if queen comes, we'll just be sick to our stomach. So it did not. So we scaved that one. So playing the hand we did, he did overcommit with his hand, which is not bad given his circumstances. He can't believe us every time. And having kings then back to back, then having aces, it makes it a little tough on him. But he's probably steaming we made the call from last time. So here, this is one of the guys at the table that really hadn't done anything, so we're just going to give up in this one. And our hand's not strong enough. We'd either probably have to go ahead and 4-bet at that time and see if we can get him to fold out. So we're actually, I think, in a good situation here. Just a limp right here, and then see if we spike it, and then because these guys seem like they're going to pay us off one way or another. So alright guys, sorry about that. Had to take a little bit of a emergency break there. Really didn't miss much over here. We were just trying to play on the safer side because I knew we wasn't going to probably narrow it down. And then if we spiked it, I think we were going to get paid off. So we invested the little bit that we had to. Now this guy's doing that. So I think over here we should be able to go ahead and probably raise this. And player one's arguing. So he just took the bad beat on the river. I don't know if that made it in the video or not. I think I seen right before I had to get up that he had jacks in against 6s and the guy river just 2-outer on him. So he's probably pretty ticked off about that. Over here, I don't mind this. We're probably going to get called by player 3, which is fine. We have position on him. I think we can play the hand pretty profitably from there. And, not invest much money. He's not open re-raised at all, so we're going to have to respect it this time. But if it continues, then we'll start making playbacks on him. And you can even argue, but if he was deeper stacked, if he had like full stack like we do, then we can just go ahead and call there. So. And you see how bad these guys are over on the other table. I mean, it's just amazing. So did he have 2 pair? No, he had a pair 10. So, yeah, I guess he was trying to represent an ace. The way that one went. It didn't happen, and that's the thing. This is a guy who committed with his 6s, thinking he was good against the other guy who hasn't played really a hand. So why is he going to respect somebody representing? So player 5 here is somebody you're just going to be betting value against. Maybe at the board, if it's just got the lone ace out there, you can maybe, or lone king, you can bet that and get him to fold that out. But besides that, you're just going to be burning money trying to get him to fold out and stuff. Let's see. What else is going on? Looks like Bravado's got a new promotion going on. Maybe to try to get some traffic back on their site. Just seems like their traffic's way down on their site. It's hard to find tables, and when you do, it's got a lot of super tight players, which you can play a style to beat those too, but preferred where you can make a lot of chunk, like player 5 and stuff like that. But their current promotion is a seat for the World Series of Poker. But during this month, I believe the whole month, or actually, I'm going to go ahead and bet that hand. This month, they're giving away up to $200. For every 25 points you get the next day, they release $10 increments. For every 25 points, you get $10 and in increments. So that's pretty much all on that one. I'm trying to see what he's doing here. So got a call, and now we picked up the open-ended. And if we make a bet here, we're pretty much committing our hand, so it might be a good chance that he's going to... So we're basically calling 15 to win 55. With an open-ended draw. So our win percentage is 47% pretty much. Against the pot is 26. Oh, do we want to give it? By no means do I think we're ahead at this point. So close. If I had the 9, or if there was another diamond, we would definitely. So we did just give that up. Even though the accolades are so close, sometimes you just gotta go with what your heart believes. So the way these guys are playing will definitely, any playable hand that can 10, he says ace 10 is what he had. Well, he beat me, so like I said, we were behind at that point. Who knows what the rabbit can was brung. I don't like having the rabbit can. We'll just tell him good bet, even though if that's, I don't know. I guess, yeah, I mean, if the way the board was, I think his hand was more of a showdown value than anything. That board was way too crazy. I mean, you could have somebody with 2 pair, you can have somebody with straight already. So him shoving there, he's just praying that his top pair is good. So don't really like that play from him. So here we're just trying to isolate to player 4. $2 I think is going to get player 3 to come along. So, and he just min raised right off the flop, and then he just flat call it. So him having probably a big pair is highly unlikely. I'll take the free card. So he hits the freaking 9. So how you like those apples, you know? He calls off and hits his 9. So, oh well. Shit happens, I guess, right? We could write boo in on that one. That was just terrible, him calling pre-flop, because on that pre-flop play, he should either fold or he should raise. And represent some type of small pair. Maybe he didn't represent the big pair. But, you know, I guess congratulations, you got it showdown, and we would have burned another bet there against him. But too bad we wasn't in the 7-3 hand over here. So here he comes again. So maybe we'll end up being able to burn him pretty good here. So he made the call. I guess he could be on a diamond draw of some sort. We're going to fire 2 off at him again this time. Because we did showdown the last time. And it'll probably get him to fold out there. So, and that's what happened. So congratulations on that one. Yeah, yes, right? So this week's been a little crazy. Been trying to get some of these videos done for you guys, and every time I kind of get started, I get hung up in something else. And then I got one of them up, so hope to get the... Come on, I had that checked. And hopefully get the weekly update done for you guys before I leave on vacation later this week. But had a decent week, and then had some play, the other day or today. I can't remember if it was early day when I tried to play. It was nuts. It was Bad Beat City all the way around, just like the guy up there who had jacks against 6s, people hitting their 2-outers on the river, running out 4 of the flush against us when we got our money in. And yeah, it kind of sucked. I think we got down 3.5 buy-ins, and then we got it all back. So yay us on that one, I guess. But it was a little frustrating, but it's just one of those things where you got to keep just plugging at it, and eventually the numbers will fall your way. So that was a little frustrating, but we got it back, and I think we're close to positive for this session, and we need to get another table going on. Oh man, they don't really have much going on here. Need another, maybe when the NBA finals come along, there'll be some more people getting on here again, but seems like right after March Madness, we had a huge drop-off in their traffic. Super Bowl brought it on, and then it continued on through basketball, but I guess the next big one we can look for is the NBA finals playoffs, and then I guess the Olympics would be next in major events, and then not much to really bet on besides tennis, I guess, for the rest of the season. So there's a guy who was frustrated. I mean, that's just, you see that as a frustration dunk off pretty much. New guy sits down. He's frustrated that he hasn't won a hand, and when he actually gets one, you know, there is the one overcard, and he just can't believe him, and there was a spade draw, and he just basically committed it in there. So, wow. Crazy odds. We're going to take the odds here. Though we're pretty much, unless we just flop the living crap out of it, we're done in the hand. Especially with player 2. He hasn't really done much. So, player 3, because we know he's going to pay off, is one of the reasons. But our odds are just so good. Wow. God. Doesn't it just drive you insane to see some of this stuff people commit with? Kind of nuts. So yeah, there we are, done in the hand. It was just a value. We were hoping for a very strong flop of some sort. Really wouldn't be too thrilled with the ace being out there. Let's have it. God almighty. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's just give him quads. Play it like a dumbass and we'll give you quads. But, guy flopped it. So that was interesting in a sense because, I guess good for him. You have a player 2 up here. I guess we're going to target him more. I didn't realize he was playing that wide of a range. Alright guys, we're back again. Sorry about that. It must be just crazy break day. Everything keeps coming in at the same time here and interruptions. But try to wrap this video up for you. I think we got about 10 minutes left or something like that. But yeah, so don't quite remember where we were. Conversation. Oh, it's just I think we were talking about how great this guy with his 8-5 offsuit. He was getting some odds there, but we're actually gonna raise him. He's been doing too much. We're gonna kind of see if we can slow him down a little bit. It's a little weaker of a hand, but we do have position on him, so I'm okay with that. And who knows, player 4 might wake up with a hand there. I think we were in the big blind over there, so nothing I don't think we can do. Along those means. So player 1 is new, and so let's putting this guy all in. Ace Jack. That's a little bit loose. Oh wow. How about we just split it up, take some rake. Fun stuff today, isn't it? It is loony today. So, for anybody who argues that poker is not gambling, I got news for you. It is. So, there is skill involved that gives you an edge, but you're still got situations where you gamble. Unless you're 100% on your equity there, it's a gamble you're taking. So, for all the naysayers out there for that, that's it. You don't have much of the argument against that theory that unless it's 100%, it is a gamble. So, it's not like we're going to sit down and put our 7 hours in and somebody's going to pay us a flat hourly rate. It's just not the way it works. Jack 3. So, he's in the big blind. Okay. So here's our 2 guys over here, and then player 2. Did player 2 do anything yet? I don't recall player 2 being this loosey-goosey guy, so we're gonna respect his opening from there. Ace Jack's against that. Well, probably gonna see his hand here. Ouch. Got folded. But I mean, you've seen that player 6 ended up stacking off with a Jack 9 offsuit a while ago. So I mean, what do you call him off with? Definitely our Ace Queen type hand. And so here we want to price it to where we're going to get one guy to pretty much commit, or get him to fold on that. I don't want to just see the flop for $1. You know, if it, nah, yeah, we're just going to raise it up no matter what. I was trying to think of a hand, maybe. So it looks like player 5 on the other table is on a little heater, and that's fine. He'll go cold sometime or another. It is kind of amazing that we're sitting at a $1 table and these. Oh my lord! I mean, this player 6 makes any freaking sense whatsoever. I got a clean high. I call you off. Shove it against me again, you little prick. So here we just want to kind of hopefully weed out number 5, which we did not. Which we did weed out 6. And a good board for us to go ahead and continue on. So, and it's actually that plays in his hand pretty good. And then we'll see what he kind of takes a stab at on the river here. $3, we can't give it up. He has pocket 10s. So, yeah, that's fine. The thing is he's been aggressive, so him not being aggressive is okay. And so we're going to have position on him some of the time. So it looks like any pair he gets, he's going to go with. So we are going to, seeing as the board is the way it is, we're going to c-bet on it. And then we'll probably get to see him roll over like a 9-10 here. So he's got a straight. So if he bets it really big and hard, that means he has it. We're not getting the equity this time, even though we have a pair. Last time we didn't have anything. You know, good for him that he's winning a few hands. So, I'd love to be on the other side of him, but we are not. So here, we're just going to go ahead and raise it and see if we can get him to fold out. If he calls, you know, there are plays we're going to be able to make here. And that's a good flop for us. I mean, we're, you know, him limping $1, that might have hit him, but we want to just go ahead and put some pressure on him. But, you know, his Jack 10 hand, stuff like that, he's going to have to give up. You know, we're getting odds, so we are suited there, and I don't think we should fold that hand. And with the dual aces, we might have the best hand as of right now. With the queen, if it is checked to us right here, we will bet. And we did not get checked to, so we give it up. But any card that basically came out, you know, if we flopped the aces, we probably wouldn't bet it. On that flop there from where we were, and so we would bet otherwise. So, you know, this guy's called, so he's playing 100% so far since he sit down. We're gonna, until he tells us otherwise, our king 10 is above his range. So here we have our buddy, that player 5 that has been calling. Dadgummit. I wanted it folded and so we could raise. So the table over here, we still have our guy down below us, and then we have Mr. Loose Guy. So it's still a good table for us to make some money on. We're just hopefully going to run in some cards here shortly. There we go. All you got to do is ask, right? Actually, we're just going to call this time. I'm not trying to get tricky. I didn't want player 2 to come along. So with the flush draw and the straight draw, we will make that call. So really the only hand that beats us is, well, 2 hands, set of 7, set of jacks, and queen jack. So king queen we actually beat. So son of a bitch. So we had the same hand. I don't think he was going to give up there either. So, but you know, he's a terrible player, and that board was totally for a terrible player. I don't really see player 5 giving up. And that's the card we were waiting on. Because that makes us win the hand. Oh, no, do. Oh, Lord. Is this... It's not the same guy from earlier where he kept trying to get everybody's money in. Maybe it is. Now, what could you possibly have that you would raise it, and then you're going to just give up with your short stack? Here, we're going to try to narrow this down to at least these 2 guys. Oh, we got it down to 1. So we are going to go ahead and take a stab here at this with our gut shot, and then hopefully just pick it up. Alright guys, looks like we're probably going to play just a couple more hands, and then we're just going to call it quits from here. Glad we got some more playing for you, so I hope you enjoy this one. Hold you over till I get back from my vacation. I'll 100% positive I will get you guys out the weekly update this week before I leave, and then I'll see you guys back in a couple weeks. So till next time, guys, good luck at the tables.